Hello?
I can't believe I caught you.
Oh, Kristen. Yeah, I had to pick up some sketches on my way to Spectra.
Ah. Well, thanks again for lunch.
My pleasure. What's up?
A lot, actually. That's why I wanted to find you. I have some good news and some bad news.
Sounds ominous. Let's hear the good news first.
The good news is I'm standing here looking at your design. We've started working on the muslin.
Are you kidding? Well, it's about time.
Which brings me to the bad news. And it really isn't all that bad. Dad's decided to switch fabrics and hold off for the fall collection.
What?
Wait, this may work for us. We've really been pushing it, trying to be ready for summer. And this way, we can take our time and make sure we give the best possible presentation. I think it's a blessing in disguise.
Besides, we have no choice, right?
Right. So do you want to come on over here and take a look at your creation taking shape? I have to warn you, it's only in the muslin. It won't look that great.
I wouldn't miss it. I'm on my way. Oh, Stephanie.
Oh, this is bad timing. I can see that you're going to go someplace else.
No problem. Come on in.
No, I don't want to keep you. It's all right. It's okay.
It can wait. Besides, I always have time for you. What's up?
Oh, it's just been a hell of a day. Clarke, I need to talk to you, and I just didn't have any place else to turn.
That's what I'm here for. What's happening with this investigator of yours?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. It's just a dead end at every single turn.
No luck finding this woman's husband?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't want my marriage to end. And I'm just beginning to believe that a divorce is inevitable. I feel as though my world is... I feel as though it's coming down around me. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Hey. It's all right. Stephanie. I'll always be here for you.
No. That's not why I came.
Well, that's what you need.
No.
Yes.
Clarke, please, okay? I can't handle anything like that right now, all right?
You have feelings for me. Don't deny it.
I have to deny it. Please, listen to me. I'm trying to fight for my marriage and my life and my world as I know it, and I guess I made a mistake coming. I shouldn't have come to
Stephanie,
see
no. I'm a friend. I want to help. If, as you say, I'm the only one you can talk to, don't turn away. Go home. But know that I'm here when you need me. No pressure. No expectations. Just a man who cares very much.
Thank you, Clarke.
Come on, I can't wait for you to see my new office.
What happened to Forrester?
Well, come on in and I'll explain that to you.
What are you so happy about?
Oh, Clarke's on his way over here.
It's really something, isn't it?
Well, spectacular.
There's one thing I can say about Dad. He really knows how to make you feel like you're an executive.
Well, so what about this door? Caroline Spencer?
You mean, why not Caroline Forrester?
That is your name.
I know. And at first, I was upset that Dad handled the nameplate without consulting me. But he does have a good point, Thorne.
Which is?
I am going to be the editor of a fashion apparel magazine.
The fashion apparel magazine.
Hopefully. Thorne, I'm new at this. I have to gain the respect of the people in the fashion industry. If I come in as Caroline Forrester, face it, they might think of me as nothing more than a mouthpiece for your family. It might as well be Forrester Fashion Apparel Magazine. I want the people in the fashion industry to know that when I have glowing things to say about Forrester, they're well-founded and totally unbiased.
Well, I have to admit, what your dad's saying makes a lot of sense.
I think so, too. And if I'm going to trade on a name, it may as well be one that's known for publishing. I need the credibility.
Caroline, you are going to be terrific at this. Do you know that?
God, I hope so. But it's such a huge responsibility, Thorne. And my background is limited.
You know a lot more about publishing than you think you know, Caroline. You've grown up with it your whole life. It's called osmosis.
I just don't want to let anybody down. Least of all, Dad. Of course, I am going to have help. I mean, he's promised me some of his top people to be on my staff. But I'm the one in charge. I don't want to be caught out of my depth.
Mr. Spencer?
Valerie, come on in. So, have you had a chance to give some thought to my proposal?
That's why I'm here. Mr. Spencer, I really appreciate your offer to work on the new fashion publication.
Well, it's going to be a very exciting venture.
I'm sure it is. But after giving it a lot of thought, I have to say I'd rather stay where I am. I mean, the art department at Spencer's really cooking right now, and I'd just as soon not make any changes.
So, what you're telling me is that you do not want to work with my daughter in this new project. Is that it, Valerie?
All right, where is it?
Not even a hello?
Hello, beautiful. Just where is this creation that's going to change the course of fashion forever?
You mean this old thing?
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. You really don't cut your corners around here, do you? You never see this kind of workmanship over at Spectra.
So what do you think? Is it as good in the flesh as it was on paper?
You tell me.
Better.
My design. Clarke Garrison's. With a Forrester label. It boggles the mind. And you made it possible.
Not so loud. No one knows.
You're pretty fabulous. Did I ever tell you that?
I think I'd like to hear it again.
You are absolutely incredible.
Mr. Spencer,
It is all right. Believe me. I realize that these are untested waters. It's a new project, and admittedly, my daughter has very little experience.
Mr. Spencer, I have nothing against your daughter.
There's no offense taken. Believe me. You know how highly I value your work around here. I want you to stay in the situation that offers you the greatest satisfaction and the greatest challenge.
Thank you.
There is one thing I'd like you to do for me.
Of course.
I'd like you to come with me to meet Caroline. I mean, since you're both going to be working here, I thought it would be a good idea if you got to know one another.
I do too, very much.
Good. Well, I suppose she's probably in her office by now. Come on.
Garrison.
Ridge. Nice to see you again.
You got a minute?
Just about. What can I do for you?
Have a seat. I assume you're here to see Kristen. You two are pretty tight these days.
Your sister's one terrific girl.
Yes, she is. Tell me a little about yourself. I still don't know much about your background. A native Californian, right?
That's right.
You go to school out here?
Otis Parsons. On a design scholarship. My parents didn't have the money to invest in a higher education.
How about after college?
I had a few jobs.
And now you're working for Spectra.
But then you knew that.
You know, around here, mentioning Spectra is like using profanity.
I can understand that.
Oh, then you know about the plagiarism that your company's pulled.
It's not my company.
But you work there. It's got to say something for your allegiance.
It's so easy for you, isn't it? You never had to work for anything like I have. It was all given to you by birthright. Well, that's not the way it works for all of us. I've had more doors slammed in my face in a week than you'll have in a lifetime. Okay. So Spectra steals designs, and I work for Spectra. I guess that's guilt by association. But I have to work somewhere. I needed a chance. I tried Forrester. I didn't get past your receptionist. Where I come from, we take our breaks where we can get them.
Well, that brings us right back to my sister.
Good day, Mr. Forrester.
Garrison. I'm not finished yet. I still want to talk to you about my sister, Kristen.
This is really bold, specific.
Thorne! It's good to see you.
Bill, just came by to check out your daughter's new home away from home.
So, what do you think?
Well, it's almost as beautiful as the lady herself.
Caroline, Thorne, I'd like you to meet Valerie Cooper. She's one of our top art directors and worth her weight in gold.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Valerie.
Same here. Your dad's been singing your praises.
And as we all know, he's totally impartial.
Darling, I have a meeting to get to. I'll see you at home. Valerie, it was nice meeting you.
As well, thank you.
See you later, Thorne.
Bill?
Dad, I'd like to talk to you about some things, if you have some time. I've worked up some concepts for the magazine.
Sure, absolutely. Valerie, do you have a few minutes?
Sure, I'd be interested.
And I've also made some notes. Naturally, I've been thinking a lot about the apparel magazine that we're going to create. And we all know that we're entering into a highly competitive market. In fact, there's already an important daily that has practically become a Bible with people in the industry. It's very good. So if we're going to be better, we're going to have to offer something different, something more. To compete, I think we're going to have to be a weekly rather than a daily. Now, Dad, I realize that that's a different format. But as a weekly, we can take an in-depth look at the fashion industry. I want to have an international section. One that features the trends from all over the world. I also want to do profiles on the major fashion designers, doing a feature on one every week. I also want to have regional sections. East, West, even the Midwest and the South. Highlighting their individual preferences. What are their current fads and styles, and what are their latest crazes? At the same time that we'll be giving the national advertiser a chance to exploit individual regions, we'll also be giving the regional advertiser, who can't afford to waste national coverage, an opportunity to zero in on his own market, thus making us economical. Now, most of all, I want our magazine to have a really hot look. I want us to stand out. We've got to blow the competition right out of the water. That is why I'm recommending that we go with coated stock. Yes, it's more expensive, but this is the fashion industry. Color quality is crucial. I also want our paper to feel classy to the touch, as well as looking good to the eye. Now, this is all going to come together to communicate an image. And that's what we're really after, an image and a look that is going to catch people's attention right from the beginning. Now, I know that our content is going to hold them, but I really believe that our packaging is crucial. That's going to cost you, Dad. But I think if we really go for it, we have an excellent chance to come up with something very special. What do you think?
I'm impressed. Very impressed. You've done your homework.
And then some. You're going to need an art director, Caroline. A good one.
Definitely. Valerie, is there someone that you could recommend?
You're looking at her.
You're kidding. I mean, that would be fabulous. You would take this job?
Count me in. I'm very excited.
Well, that is the best news that I've heard. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
What about Kristen?
I'm just wondering where your thinking is where she's concerned.
Don't you think that's between Kristen and me?
You have some problem talking about my sister with me?
What would you like to know?
You've been seeing more and more of her.
Is that a problem?
I don't know, is it?
You've lost me, I'm afraid.
Well, for one thing, you're a designer. There's a lot to be gained by getting close to my sister.
If you think that's why I'm dating Kristen...
There's also a rumor going around about you.
A rumor?
About you being involved with another woman. Are you seeing someone else?
It's possible.
How serious is it?
Not very. Ridge, I've been very open about this other relationship with Kristen. Keep in mind that we've made no specific commitment. It happens that I care for her a lot, but we've never said anything about a more serious relationship. At least not yet.
Don't ever hurt her.
I don't intend to.
And don't ever lead her on.
Why would I do that?
You're looking at a very close family, Garrison. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Keep that in mind where my sister's concerned. I guess that about does it.
See you around.